The T squad is Kirsty. You know what time it is. We dropping the tea, sipping that tea. Hey, receipts on the beat, we got the inside steep. Spill it, sip it, serve it, come get it with me. It's dropping the tea, dropping the tea.
Hey T Squad, it's Kirsty. Tonight we're stepping into the jury room. A young mum admits she stabbed her boyfriend but swears it was self-defense during a strangulation. Same evidence, different minds. Would you clear her or convict? Trigger warning, domestic violence, homicide. Like and subscribe. So, Channel 4's The Jury Murder Trial rebuilds a real case word for word, with regular people as jurors. Season 2 flips the script. The defendant, we'll call her Sophie, says she grabbed a kitchen knife because her boyfriend Ryan was choking her. After, there's an emergency call that some people find unsettling. Not hysterical, not weepy, just oddly flat, and that one detail becomes a lightning rod for judgment. The show states identities are changed. The night in question, what's agreed versus disputed agreed. She stabbed him in the chest. He died from the wound. Her claim, he was strangling her at the sink. She grabbed the nearest knife to make it stop. Prosecution lens. After the stabbing, her behavior and one emergency call don't look like a terrified victim. They suggest awareness, possibly intent, or at least indifference. Defense lens. There are bruises on her neck consistent with compression, a messy relationship dynamic. Fear responses don't look the same for everyone. The series places 12 strangers in a jury box to weigh intent versus reasonable force and burden of proof. You see biases pop out. Some jurors minimize abuse, others over-identify and excuse too much. It's messy, human, and very real. Advocacy groups say this storyline mirrors the Emma-Jayne Magson retrial Leicester, 2016 over 2021. In that case, she said she was being strangled, delivered a single chest wound, called for help but didn't mention the stabbing at first, and was reconvicted of murder life. 17-year minimum. Supporters argue evidence of neck bruising backed her story. The court still found murder. This is relevant because it shows how tiny narrative choices, a phone call, a phrasing, a flat tone can tilt a verdict. Self-defense. Force is lawful if you honestly believe it's necessary and it's reasonable in the circumstances as you saw them. Manslaughter versus murder. If the jury accepts self-defense or has reasonable doubt, it's not guilty. If they think you unlawfully killed without intent, maybe manslaughter. If they think you intended really serious harm or knew death was likely, murder. The show demonstrates how jurors wrestle with that line. For the defense, signs of neck compression, chaotic relationship history, and the reality that people in shock don't always sound how TV expects. For the prosecution, the 999 call content divided by tone, any delay in seeking help, inconsistencies after the event, these can look like consciousness of guilt. One juror rejects the abuse evidence outright. Another champions the underdog. Another can't get past the phone call. The show lays bare how lived experience sneaks into the verdict room, especially on domestic abuse. Here's where I land. Strangulation is uniquely lethal and happens fast. Grabbing a knife at your back is plausibly defensive. But if you then downplay what happened on the phone, you make it so much harder for people to believe you even if you were genuinely in fear. Both truths can live in the same night. If you were on that jury, what tips you over the line? The bruising? The call? The delay? Drop your verdict in the comments. Murder, manslaughter, or not guilty, and why? Keep it respectful. Real families live with these outcomes. Cases like this show how messy justice is. Same evidence, different minds. I'll link reputable sources below so you can read beyond the show. Like and subscribe, and T Squad, keep thinking for yourselves. Keep sipping that tea.